Music royalties can be confusing. There's so many different types, and who gets a slice of what and how does it work? That's what we deep dive into today. This is an Open Mic UK tutorial for artist development. Hello, I'm Alan Spicer and welcome back. Now, you're a singer or a creator, a creative of some kind, and you want to know how you can make money off of this wonderful game that is music. It seems to be a very muddy term, royalties. It seems to be very confusing. Getting money for performing, for streaming, for mechanical rights. Is it solely for the music? Is it for the lyrics? It all seems a bit muddy, but today we're hoping to clarify that for you. There are different types of royalties. There's public performance royalties, mechanical royalties, synchronization royalties, digital royalties, print royalties, neighbouring royalties, and sampling royalties. Now, before I deep dive into each one of those, I'll just give you an overall glance at what royalties should be and how they help and affect you. Royalties are payments that go to the artist or performers in relation to works that they create. These are pieces of your own intellectual property that you own, that you've created, that you've put out there into the world. And royalties are normally the main income when it comes to the music world. There are two sides to this. There is the master rights and the publishing rights. The master rights normally belong to the original artist, the original creator. This could be the artist or the recording studio. In some cases, you're signed to a record label and they'll own the rights because they funded the creation of that for you. Publishing rights actually belong to the owner of the composition. The notes, the melodies, the lyrics within that specific piece. These will belong to you unless you sign them away in some kind of publishing deal with a publisher. A lot of artists own rights of both of these, so they'll get money from composing and performing. In fact, this is possibly the best way to do it because you get paid both. Maximises your potential when it's broadcast. Publishers and record labels can own these, and then they'll have an agreement with you, an arrangement to share the publishing, the performance and the income that is made. They will go out of the way to push this and promote this and put you on radios and TV, so you might get more money from a share rather than you solely owning and promoting yourself. So let's deep dive into the types of royalties. Number one, performance royalties. Public performance royalties are paid to the owner of the royalties when it's performed in public. This doesn't just mean pub gigs and stadiums, it means in general. Radio, shops, cafes, anywhere that licenses your music either on a CD or digital download that then plays it for the general public. Two, mechanical royalties. These are paid to songwriters or publishers. These are normally your audio products, your CDs, your digital recordings, your vinyls, or if you're as old as me, cassette tapes. These products generate royalties when they are sold, not on production, when they are physically bought or purchased in a process of transaction. For example, if a CD is made but never sold, you won't make money from that. Three, synchronization royalties. If your audio is used in relation to other media, so for example TV, then you'd get a slice of that money. This could mean that they use your composition in computer games, TVs, maybe even show up in a film. They'll license your specific song and then you'll get a slice of the profit. Four, digital royalties. Now, synchronization royalties also now exist digitally. So of course you'll be able to claim them if it's being used on a video. For example, YouTube. That's where many YouTubers, by the way, get their copyright strikes or their claims from. Even to the point where you could hear them in the background. So if I'm strolling through a fairground and somebody's song in the background, people claim them. Those little clips earn people a lot of money. Or maybe even deliberately. If you're Elle Mills, for example, she deliberately uses popular clips. She doesn't make necessarily money off of that video, but she gets brand awareness. And could potentially be your way to a bigger audience because they can hear it in the back of, say, a PewDiePie video or a Markiplier video, for example. You could get many, many views. Five, print royalties. Songwriters and composers can make money from printing their lyrics and music. Typically sheet music, things like that. People can learn to play your songs via guitars, that kind of thing. Also, if this then becomes digital and they download, you'll also be able to get digital download rights and royalties that way. Six, neighbouring rights. Now, this is also known as international performance royalties. A global hit will generate large amounts of income, large amounts of royalties. So if you imagine, for example, Psy, Gangnam Style, people will be buying and licensing and distributing on your behalf. This could be selling off royalties, people buying royalties, the right to distribute in a certain country. Your royalties will be collected by the local collection society, and in the UK, that's PPL. Seven, sampling royalties. If another artist wants to use a second or two of your song, they have to ask for permission and buy the right to that sample. You charge a fee, they get the right to use it. It may intrigue people to come your way. There's many artists that do that. Eminem in the past, for example. It's a good way to get your name out there, or at least that sound, an earworm that people might recognise later. But hopefully that gives you a brief overview of what royalties are and how they affect you and how you can earn money. For more tips on artist development, I've done a playlist here. Remember to subscribe to this channel, and I'll see you soon. Goodbye.